I walked into the Fil Rouge restaurant on Explora 1. The lighting was perfect, the crystal was sparkling, and the French maître d' looked at me with a smile that didn't quite reach his eyes. I looked down. I was wearing shorts. The silence was deafening. I felt the judgment of 1,000 linen shirts burning into my soul. I did the moonwalk of shame right back out of the door. They call it an ocean state of mind. I call it checking my back balance just to be sure. Welcome back to Cruising After 50. I'm Alex, your bon vivant guide to living the champagne lifestyle on a beer bank account. Today, I am going to save you from the embarrassment I felt. We are tackling the single biggest fear for men booking a luxury cruise, the dress code. Do you need a tuxedo? Will they throw you overboard if you wear jeans? And how do you look like a millionaire without spending $1 million? I've done the research, I've made the mistakes, and I'm here to make sure you look like you own the yacht, not like you're just financing the vacation. Let's start with the anxiety. I recently chatted with Roy from Bucket List Guides, lovely guy, first time on a luxury line. And even he admitted that before he boarded, the luxury tag terrified him.
Oh, we were so excited getting on there, both of us for that matter, trying to hide it a little bit so we kind of look cool because we don't know how you're supposed to act when you get on these boats.
He thought he would be bored or undressed, but let me tell you something wonderful about Explora Journeys. It is not stuffy. There are no formal nights. Let me repeat that for the gentleman in the back sweating about packing a cummerbund. No formal nights. No black tie events, no masquerade balls where you have to dress like a Venetian count. I left my tuxedo at home and honestly, it was the best decision of my life. The official code is elegant resort casual. But what does that actually mean? It means refined relaxation. It means looking like you just stepped off your private tender in Saint Tropez. Think Secession on a boat. Cashmere, linen, silk. It is basically 50 Shades of Beige. I'm not joking. You should see my suitcase before an Explora trip. I pack 50 shirts, and yes, they are all technically different shades of beige, from oatmeal to sand to tax loophole cream. It takes hours to coordinate. Now, I actually had a viewer comment on this exact struggle on my last video. Steven wrote, 50 Shades of Beige, hilarious. Steven, welcome to the channel. You laugh, but it's a serious struggle. My wife asked me if I packed anything with color, and I said, yes, darling, I packed eggshell. Glad to have you aboard. So, if beige is the goal, what gets you in trouble? Here are the hard rules, the things that will actually get you stopped by the crew and judged by me. By daytime, no swimwear in the restaurants. Put a shirt on. No one needs to see the dad bod while eating their eggs Benedict. My shoulders are not insured for public viewing, and neither are yours. By evening, after 6 p.m., no sleeveless shirts, no sportswear, no baseball caps. And please, no beach footwear. If your shoes make a slapping sound when you walk, leave them in the cabin. We want to hear the clinking of champagne glasses, not the thwack, thwack, thwack of your rubber sandals. Now, let's get to the questions I get in my inbox every day. The real world vibe. Question number 1, the jacket dilemma. Alex, do I really need a blazer? The consensus says no. You will never be turned away for not wearing one. Only about 20% of men wear a jacket to dinner. However, I have it on good authority, meaning the collective voice of every woman I've ever met, that they love a man in jacket. It hides the belly, it highlights the shoulders, and it makes you look like you know how to order wine. So, do you need one? No. Should you wear one if you want to be yummy? Yes. Question number 2, the shorts situation. Can you wear shorts to dinner? Officially, yes. Tailored shorts are allowed in most venues. But remember my opening story? There are 2 exceptions where shorts are strictly prohibited. Ontology, the fine dining Italian venue, and Fil Rouge, the French restaurant. If you show up there in shorts, you will get the look. Do not subject yourself to the look. It hurts. In the Caribbean, it's looser. You'll see tailored shorts at the Med Yacht Club. But in the Mediterranean, put on the trousers, gentlemen. All right, let's get into the meat of it. How do we fake it till we make it? How do we look like millionaires without spending a fortune? I've done some deep research on the old money aesthetic. It turns out looking rich isn't about logos, it's about color combinations. Here are my top 3 recommendations for the Explora man. First, navy and white. This is the I have my life together look. Most guys over 40 default to black or gray because they want to hide. Don't hide. Wear a navy knit polo with white chinos. Navy brings authority. White brings freshness. It says, I have a portfolio, but I also know where the best gelato is. Second, charcoal and light blue. Black suits can look severe, like you're working security. Charcoal is the smarter cousin. A charcoal merino sweater over a light blue shirt says you own the building. You don't just work in it. It's casual but calculated. And third, the white and beige power play. This one is risky. It's the money doesn't scare me look. White linen shirt, beige trousers. Why does it work? Because it says, I am so rich, I am not afraid of spilling my espresso. If you wear this, please, for the love of God, don't eat the bolognese. But if you pull it off, you look like you spend your summers in Positano. Now, we've talked about what to wear, but we need to have a serious conversation about what you need to burn before you pack. I used to wear some of these. I learned the hard way. Let me save you. Number 1, the hoodie. Leave the old college sweatshirt at home. You're not 19. You are a distinguished gentleman. If you must wear a hood, make it cashmere. It whispers wealth instead of shouting, frat party! Number 2, the funny t-shirt. If your shirt says beer, bacon, repeat, or I'm with stupid, the only stupid one is you. It's not funny, it's a contraceptive. Wear a solid color crew neck, please. Number 3, cargo shorts. You are going to lunch at the Emporium, not a tactical military mission in the jungle. You do not need 12 pockets. They make your hips look wide and your legs look short. Get tailored chino shorts, flat front, above the knee. Number 4, the logo. If your shirt has a logo the size of a billboard across your chest, Gucci, Under Armour, whatever, stop it. Wealth whispers. It doesn't scream. If your shirt says Balenciaga in neon letters, it looks like you are trying to prove you can afford it. Wear a plain, high-quality t-shirt. Let you be the brand. Number 5, the visible white sock. If you are wearing shorts, I do not want to see a tube sock pulled up to your calf. You look like a lost tourist. Get no-show socks, show me a little ankle. It's much more stylish. Now, one size does not fit all. The vibe changed drastically depending on where the ship is sailing. You need to pack for the destination, not just the ship. Scenario A, the Mediterranean in summer. This is Riviera chic. This is where you deploy the linen strategy. Linen trousers, linen shirts. Yes, it wrinkles. That is the point. The wrinkles say, I am so wealthy, I don't care about ironing. Embrace the wrinkle. Scenario B, the Caribbean. The vibe loosens up. Tolerance for shorts at dinner goes up. High-quality polo shirts and Bermuda shorts are standard in the Med Yacht Club. It's preppy, it's relaxed. Scenario C, Northern Europe or Canada. This is where the resort part fades and the cozy luxury takes over. Put away the white linen, you'll freeze. Think cashmere sweaters, turtlenecks under blazers, and dark denim. You want to look like a professor on sabbatical, very intellectual. So how do you fit all this in one suitcase without paying excess baggage fees? Here is the Explora Capsule wardrobe. To survive 7 to 14 days, this is all you need. Bottoms, one pair of dark jeans, no rips, one pair of linen trousers, 1 pair of chinos, 2 pairs of tailored shorts. Tops, 3 polos. Knit is better than shiny golf shirts. 2 linen button-downs. And 1 crisp white shirt for anthology. Shoes, 1 pair of loafers for dinner, 1 pair of clean leather sneakers for day, 1 pair of pool slides for the pool only. And honestly, the best accessory you can wear is confidence, and maybe a glass of champagne. Explora Journeys is luxury, but it's modern luxury. You don't need to dress like a penguin to fit in. You just need to dress with intention. Avoid the cargo shirts, embrace the linen, and for heaven's sake, burn the white tube socks. I hope this saves you from the embarrassment I felt walking into Fil Rouge that first night. If you are planning your first luxury cruise and you're still nervous, drop a comment below. What's your biggest fashion fear? I read every comment and I'm here to help you live that millionaire lifestyle without the millionaire budget. Hit that subscribe button for more honest reviews, money-saving tips and fashion advice. I am Alex, cruising on a champagne budget with a beer bank account. See you on the next one.